IPL 2020 league matches are done and four teams have secured their places in the playoffs. Mumbai Indians, Delhi Capitals, Royal Challengers Bangalore and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Mumbai Indians will face Delhi Capitals in the first qualifier and Royal Challengers Bangalore will face Sunrisers Hyderabad in the first eliminator. And the loser of first qualifier and winner of first eliminator will face each other in the second qualifier. So these last few matches of the league stages have been very exciting. Not because there were some crazy run chases or super overs involved or draws involved, not like that, but because in the 5-6 matches the teams who were playing in the match, not only their fate was depending on the match but also other teams fate who were not playing the match were were dependent. They were also dependent on the result of that match, because like at the end it's always been like this. At the end it's always the game of the game of run rates, because there will be some teams whose points will be this would be the same, and the the qualifiers will be decided. The team who would qualify for the playoffs would be decided on the basis of the run rates, because the points are same. And same was the case in this in this year's IPL. I think KR's run rate was was less than RCB and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Otherwise, it could have been Kolkata Knight Riders also in the playoffs in place of RCB or Sunrisers Hyderabad. So that's why it was pretty exciting. And even the bottom teams of the table were also impacting the results for the other team. Like CSK was, it wasn't like that CSK, like every team dominated CSK. CSK's points was 12. So, and like RCB's point was 14. So it wasn't like CSK lost every match. It's just that one or two matches made the difference for CSK. So it wasn't like that bad of a, that bad of a year for CSK. But one thing that we saw in the league matches were like all the teams, they, like there were times when all the teams look ordinary. It wasn't like one team is dominating every match or they are just looking super strong against each other. It wasn't like that. DC had a winning streak in in the starting phase. Then they lost, I think, 4 or 5 matches in a row. Same was the case with RCB. I think only Mumbai Indians, played a little consistent, but like in the last match, they were dismantled by SRH. SRH won that match by 10 wickets. So in that match, Mumbai Indians looked very ordinary. So it's very, it will be very interesting to see how the playoffs will play out, because like on the field the teams don't look that that different. It's not like one team is looking very dangerous or very strong than other teams. So it will be on paper Mumbai Indians is definitely the strongest team, and this has always been the case in the previous IPLs also. But on field, I don't think like they are the strongest team. It's more or less equal for all the teams. RCB's bowling has always been the concern. Yuzvendra Chahal is their main bowler, but other than Yuzvendra Chahal, I don't think like they have that strong of a bowling attack. So it will be interesting to see how RCB will play, how how their bowlers will bowl. Mohammad Siraj has he performed really well in this IPL, which has helped him to to get selected in Indian national team. So it's very good for him. So it will be very interesting to see how this playoffs will play out.